My name is Sean. I also go by the name Stacey. I'm an artist, producer, singer, songwriter from Visalia, California. First came out to LA in summer of 2019, so it's almost been about 2 years now. I dropped out of college right before I came here. I was originally gonna go to school here, but that didn't end up happening. But yeah, I was gonna go to school for music. My genre would probably be hip hop. Like the last song I made was more of a bedroom pop type of song. I make emo rap type of stuff. Even moving out here, I had to sacrifice a lot of things, like the relationships with like my family members and stuff like that, because I'm spending so much time here either working my day job or working on music. I don't think a lot of people know, but like usually I write down my goals. Like I'll write like 5 goals for the day, like the night before, and I try and get all that stuff done. I don't know if LA is what I expected it to be. I think the people are different from where I grew up, for sure. I mean, a lot of people have different intentions out here, I guess. A lot of people are just trying to get famous or do whatever they have to do to move their career forward, so it's kind of different. It's a lot easier to be a crappy person in LA because you can kind of get away with it in a way because nobody, knows you for the most part. You guys didn't grow up together. You're meeting somebody for the first time, but a lot of the time I contemplate if this was like a good decision for me, like coming out here. And I think it was, but I also think I didn't have to. I'm learning more about myself with every song and getting closer to who I actually am as a person.
My name is Trent Terpstra. I am 22 years old, originally from Dayton, Ohio. I moved out to LA about 3 years ago to pursue music and get involved in the music industry. I go by Turnt Music. Well, from a very young age, I liked to drum on things. I would take my grandmother's pots and pans and flip them upside down on the floor and use pencils and drum on those. So I guess I would say probably my uncle, kind of setting me up on the path because he's a musician as well. So he is definitely one of my biggest inspirations, I would say. Kind of self-taught myself for the most part, other than watching videos on YouTube and stuff like that. Whenever I had any questions or something I couldn't figure out, it's pretty easy to find anything on the internet nowadays. Pretty much everybody you meet's doing the same thing you're doing. So it's a little more intimidating making music here. It's a lot harder to make music here sometimes because it is such an expensive place to live that you're usually working most of the time. I've been scammed out of money performing out here. So a lot of people that I've met trying to get my foot in the door with the industry have been kind of wishy-washy. But for the most part, all of my peers and other acquaintances and friends I've met out here are pretty solid people. I feel like it's the same everywhere you go. Big cities are kind of all the same. There's such an abundance of people that it's bound to be a mixture of everything. I've definitely learned a lot about myself out here. A lot of what I am capable and not capable of doing in terms of music, in terms of working, in terms of relationships and friendships. There's a lot of people that come here every year. And there's a lot of people that leave every year. This city can be pretty unforgiving for a lot of people. Personally, for me, I feel like it put me in a better position in my life than I would have been had I stayed back home. As long as you got a job and you're smart with your money and you're really, really about what you're trying to do out here, I think things will be pretty okay for you. You just gotta not give up on yourself, mostly. Just keep pushing.
One clap for me. What have you learned from your time being out here? About yourself, about others, LA in general?
I've definitely learned a lot about myself out here. A lot of
Okay. So this one's gonna be about music, personal, and work life. So how do you juggle work, like personal relationships, music, and your free time?
It's really hard to juggle all of those things. Sometimes you don't juggle them. Sometimes